With security concerns, the Department of State Services says it has uncovered plots by suspected criminal gangs to attack worship and relaxation centers in parts of the country with improvised explosive devices. Public Relations Officer of the service, Peter Afunaya, stated this in a statement where he explains that the objective is to launch further attacks on critical infrastructure and other public places frequently visited. He also warned managers and owners of worship and relaxation centers to be cautious and implement basic security measures to deter the threat. Now, to make sense of all of this, let's speak with the former DSS Assistant Director, Dennis Amachree, who joins me via Zoom from New York. Thank you for joining us on TVC News at 7. This alert about the DSS, what do you make of it coming at this time?
Well, I think it's a thank you very much for having me. I think it's a very timely intelligence for the public to use and then get themselves prepared for the kind of threat that we are facing today in society.
From experience, how seriously would you say Nigerians take alerts of this nature?
This is a very serious threat, and I don't think we should take it jokingly, because the DSS has come up with so many different kinds of alerts, and the alerts have come true. And of course, to prevent it depends on how we deal with it, because now it has alerted people to be very careful. This is the Salah period, the festive period, and then take care of their churches and mosques, and then, of course, relaxation spots. And this is the time to wake up and start doing those things. I think it's a forewarning for everybody to be on alert, to be situationally aware, because we cannot just be moving around forgetting that we have a great enemy, and that enemy is all over the country.
Well, some have said that rather than issue alerts of this nature, why can't the security operative just spring into action and nip the situation in the bud? What would you say to that?
I think we are misunderstanding the process. They've already sprung into action, because if they hear something or they have come to a veritable intelligence, they are going to do something about it. But another way again is to inform the public, so the public is also aware, and will take preventive measures. It is not that the public is just sitting down there as a duck, and then, of course, things will start to befall them. Or, later they'll say, oh, the security agencies are not doing anything. The security agencies are on top of it, but at the same time, they also want you, the public, to do something about it. That is because they cannot be everywhere. Maybe you must have seen something or hear something, so you should also say something where it is necessary.
At different times, it's been said that it's very important for people to provide intelligence, because this information would go a long way in helping security operatives handle the security issue. Do you consider that the people actually trust the security agencies enough to provide this information?
Well, we hope that they will trust. I know there is a trust deficit in Nigeria, where people, because of the attitude of some of the law enforcement agencies, have this standoff behavior about law enforcement people. But I think you have to trust them, because they are the only ones that are paid to protect you. You have to trust them. And like I said, if you want to trust them and then you feel that somebody is going to snitch on your information, I think you should go higher than that. Right. Usually in many states, the commissioner of police publish their telephone numbers, the DPOs publish their telephone numbers, and we should use those numbers. If we cannot get through to that, we should tell our local government chairman, because all these people are security people. Tell your local government chairman, this is the kind of people that I see coming into this area. The local government chairman will take it up with the top police or DSS officers that are there with them.
The issue of IEDs is one, that's one aspect of insecurity. Another is the incessant issue of kidnapping, which we've been hearing about almost on a daily basis. As it stands now, lawmakers have criminalized the payment of ransom, but it appears to be one way that the people have been able to, in their own way and in their own words, help themselves and help the relatives out of the situation. What would you say about this new law by the Senate?
I am very, very happy that this law is coming out. It is not just a pronouncement by the government, but it's a law that has been instituted that ransom payment is forbidden. Just like the United States government have said, they don't negotiate with terrorists. Even if they have to renegotiate, they go through third parties. So it is very, very important that we don't, because that was the mistake that we did earlier, where we were negotiating with them and actually paying. And then they take this money, they buy more arms, and they come back at us. You cannot sponsor terrorism and thinking that that is going to stop it. So I agree with that new law, the electoral law forbidding ransom payment, but there is a caveat to it. The government should also wake up. It's not just saying don't pay, because if you don't pay, the families will go behind and arrange and help themselves. If you say don't pay, then you should have a special squad that will go after any kidnapper to release any hostage that they've taken. Because that, when they know that, yes, the government is going to call for those hostages and release them, then the families will even tell you that we are not paying you. They can tell the kidnappers they are not paying.
A former DSS Assistant Director, Amachree, joined us from New York. Thank you for joining us on TVC News at 7.
Thank you for having me.